Hey Vince, okay, here's how you get to and use the basic features of PHP MyAdmin to edit the database. So you go to americaswinetrail.com, PHP MyAdmin. Keep in mind this is capital A, capital M. Type in your username and your password. This is in that email. And it'll bring you to this screen here. This on the left hand side are the two databases. Information schema, you don't have to worry about, you won't be doing anything with that. And then this one here says WP Simple Wine Database. That's the one you want, so I'm clicking on that. And on the left hand side it'll show you these tables, and these tables are where it stores the information. So locations, we'll click that. And this table will show you every single location that's in the database. And if you scroll to the right, you can see all the fields associated to them. These headers are clickable. You click them, it'll order by basically ascending, descending type stuff. In the trails section, this lists all the different wine trails that are in the system. This lists the state next to them, and if there's a website address associated to it, that's listed as well. The wine trail taxonomy. Okay, so what this table does is it associates the ID of a location with the ID of a wine trail, and then basically creates an association to it. So this is just a number lookup table. This isn't something you'd normally want to edit from here because it creates some pretty complicated relationships. So that's why the interface in WordPress is there to handle all this stuff. Link override table. This you might want to edit at some point. This is where you put in the company name, and this is the local link to the different stuff. So if you had to get rid of something, these delete buttons are right here. This will actually kill a whole record. Just something to keep in mind too is that this trails taxonomy table is fairly this trail here, this table here, where it keeps the relationships. If you do want to delete something like a trail, I suggest doing it from the interface, because that'll go through and modify everything in this table. To do it manually would be tougher. But for basic edits, this is kind of how you do it. You come into locations, you find the record you want. If you have to actually search for a record, there's a search company name, and we'll go. And then down here, return 0 results. So the problem is, because like, instead of using like, you might want to use what's it called? Like %%. Yeah, there we go. Like %% is a little bit more forgiving. So okay, so we found this. There's the edit button. Click that. And this is kind of like the website. You can come here field by field and edit this information. So that's the basics of how to do it. The editing functionality works for the trails too. You come in, you pick a trail you want to edit, click edit, and you can modify it here. Don't change the ID values on anything. That's all automatically incremented. That would kind of mess things up a lot, so don't change ID values. And the other thing here is the export option. So if you click that button, from here, you actually want to go ahead and click browse, click this button here, and then export. This is trying to export just a locations table. What you actually want is the entire database. I'm trying to figure out how to get to that. Okay, so you click the home button, and you click the database, and then export. So yeah, it'll say exporting table WP Simple tables from WP Simple Wine Database. So that's your entire database. Quick is fine. The format you want is SQL, and click go. So what this does is it creates a backup that you can always go back to later in case some changes didn't go the way you wanted. You can actually reload that. So reloading it, if it does come down to that, you're gonna want to get in touch with probably Allison or I to do that, just because there's some stuff to it where you have to actually delete the database to reload the database properly. So you want to contact us for that, but keep that backup just in case something goes wrong. So that's the quick overview. Hopefully you find this helpful. Yeah, if you have any more questions, just let me know. There's a lot of stuff going on, and PHPMyAdmin is a product that's pretty well documented. So here's their website. If you're looking for anything in particular about how to use it, you know, the docs are right here. Yeah, so you can go pick it through there if you're feeling adventurous, or you can shoot me an email and maybe I know the answer to it. Some of this stuff is overkill. You may not even need that. Okay, hope this was helpful.